course, we all know we have a new president-elect, John Dramani Mahama. We're hearing from him, and of course, we have some of his quotes talking about sports, and he's focusing on the Black Stars. I have a special guest in the studios with us, who is Belinda Seiram, who is a golfer, an entrepreneur, and of course, CEO for Maximum Joy Foundation. So we're going to talk a lot here on the show for the next 1 hour. You can also join the conversation via WhatsApp. It's 02045 2742. Let's take a spot of commercials. We'll be back shortly. Oh, I'm saying it too much. I'm happying you too much.
Yeah, the hype is a lot.
Before the break, we were speaking to Belinda Seiram, who is a golfer. And of course, we'll talk about John Dramani Mahama, new president-elect. Of course, we'll talk about some of his agenda for sports when he comes into power. And of course, Teacher Pia also joining us on the show. You can also join the conversation via WhatsApp. It's 020452742, 020452742. That's the number you can send us your thoughts or your messages on. Belinda, a very good evening to you. Hope you're doing fine.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Good. Oh yes.
Of course.
The country is happy.
Yeah. And then to my extreme left is regular guest on the show, Charleston Apia. known as Teacher Abia, smiling all day. I don't know what's the secret, Teacher Abia. What's making Kruma Belinda? Or then Mom Kruma
I mean,
I don't know what is going on. You guys have to brief me. I don't know what is going on.
Well, there's jubilation all over the place. Okay. We have a new president, and everybody seems happy about it. So, yeah, I'm happy for Ghana. There's peace all over the place. Yeah.
Belinda, I can. In fact, Obieni Aji, what we need, you know, either say other way around.
I saw now can we say kutia
kutia say election ye call ye sports na football and
so there are some people who are not happy
because some people didn't vote for him. You understand? Yes. And election there say na econo we better am we
but are you happy?
To be honest, I'm happy in the sense that in a different area. I'm not happy because one, Yatuaman and I am too but I'm happy because Ghana is a winner. At the end of the day, in fact, ENOCH, we may say, and this election will end up peacefully like this and coming Jindi.
Yeah.
Even though there were some other, sins be happening here, then you will kakra will talk about that.
Definitely.
But then in all, your leaders issue example, especially His Excellency Muhammad Dr. Baumia.
Yeah.
And I have to acknowledge this man, no doubt about it, because the Papana, we are seeing, I think, say, Uko Europa, and I say US election within a CB, say this is what happened here. But say the Papana, say, within your 2 years, you say declaration there, about 72 hours.
Yeah.
That is what the EC has made us to understand.
Maybe a fair no,
ENOCH, a fair in a sense.
It's not my words.
I get it. I'm also saying something about.
Well, I mean, people are entitled to their opinion, so you can't.
But were you surprised that he came out too early to concede defeat?
I mean, he didn't know what the results were going to be. So when he saw it, I mean, it is just nice and fair and peaceful for him to have come out to say what he had to say. I mean, there's no need to waste time when you already know what the results, I mean, where it's leading to. So,
and aside that, so when you say parties, more coalition centers, offices. So under that is why 2016, they came up and say they have won, because even though he's undeclared, quality, I mean, in the history of Ghana's politics, from 92, Rawlings in the highest kakra, but Mahama has broken that kind of
the record.
56.55. And even Parliament, we will bring up there to 10 of Parliament. If you soon see that.
But do you think it's good? It's good for our democracy?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I mean,
almost like to 10.
Yes, every government who come in power is their wish that they will hold the majority to the extreme. So it's actually a very good opportunity for him to work, because now he has all the support he needs to be able to get things done. Now there is no reason for failure here. So I think it's a good one for him, and I hope that he will take advantage of it and make good use of it.
So
and he will have that support.
Not necessarily the NDC that has won.
Yeah, Ghana has won, and then we
so we're streaming on Facebook too. It's KFM TVGH. So those who are also want to watch on Facebook, it's KFM TVGH. And of course on YouTube as well. You can go on YouTube and then watch us live, both on YouTube and then on Facebook. Yeah, so like I'm saying, it's not necessarily said NDC has won, NDP has lost. It's Ghana that has won.
Yes. That's the bottom line.
But how was town like when you were coming here?
I mean, people are very happy. I'm so proud of Ghanaians. Like, proud to the election. At a point, I was scared. I won't lie to you. I was really scared because I didn't know what to expect. Because you see town, and then today is all NPP, tomorrow is all NDC, and friends are, arguing among themselves and all of that. I I was actually thinking this was going to be something else. So like he said, this ending up this peacefully was a surprise to me. And I'm just overwhelmed with how people have handled issues. And I mean, though there were some, some incidents at some of the constituencies and all of that, I'm so happy that at the end of the day, Ghana wins and there is peace and people are just happy. And even the NPP people are even supporting the NDC in jubilation and all that. And that is what we are looking for as a country. And I'm so proud of Ghanaians.
So still on Mahama, meaning he has 4 years of his tenure to become a president or to rule the country. He's already done 8 years, 4 years under Mills and then 4 years on his own. So he has another 4 years. There are a lot of Ghanaians who are expecting a lot from John Dramani Mahama in the next 4 years, starting from 2025. Are we putting pressure on him? Because most people want to see drastic change in our economy.
Well, let's be realistic. This man has 4 years to correct a system that has been, dragged into where it is within 8 years. You don't expect him to, realistically, he can't get it fixed the way we would expect. But I am just hoping that there will be, he has been a vice before, he has been a president before, he has been an ex-president, he has sat and observed. He has watched from afar. He has seen the mistake that, other governments have made and all of that. He has seen all of these things. So I'm just expecting that he would pick, he would pick from the mistakes people have made, and then he will guide him, and then he'll be able to, even if not rectify things to how we expect, I'm expecting that he will rectify it to some extent or set up some,
set an example for others.
Foundations that maybe the next government can build on or something, or maybe stabilize the economy. If not anything at all, stabilize it, not take it to maybe an extreme.
So maybe let's say we buy Kinky 5 cedi, we see buy 1 cedi.
Maybe no, we can't buy Kinky at 1 cedi.
We can't buy.
No, I wouldn't expect Kinky to go beyond 7 cedis.
Okay.
I would expect
in the next 4 years.
In the next 4 years, I wouldn't expect Kinky to go beyond 7 cedis. It should be either the 5 cedis or a little bit lesser than 5 cedis, maybe 4 cedi, 3 cedis, or maybe even if it will go to the extreme 6 or 7 cedis. That is fair. Because looking at all the news we've gotten, like the country being in debt and all of that, I don't even think there is money for him to even work with as of now. He would have to use about a year or two to be able to recoup some of the things he would have to use to work. So we would have to be fair to him, and we have to cooperate. We Ghanaians, we don't have to sit behind and say, almost they want to come. Now they are here, let's see what they have to do. The responsibility lies on all of us. Every company, every institution, every individual, we all have a responsibility. We all have a role to play in it for us to correct the system. So we can't leave it to him alone.
But the journey is not going to be easy.
It's not going to be easy. But I believe he knows what he is actually signing up for. Because for him to have seen the system being like this and still fought all the way through it, it means that he already knows what he wants to do. He has plans and strategies in place. So let's just wait and see what unfolds and what he has to.
Talking about John Dramani Mahama, now let's have his quote talking about the Black Stars, the changes that he's going to do when he's elected as president of Ghana. Like I said, he's the newly elected president-elect. So this is his quote on the Black Stars. And Teacher Pierre, you help me with this. He's talking about what he's going to do when he becomes president of Ghana. And he says, we are going to work with the Football Association, studying catching the players young so that we can train them and give them local teams to get experience. We will build a new Black Stars built on homegrown players, domestic players who have trained together for a long term, and bring the foreign ones to come and blend with them. We are going to overhaul Ghana football in collaboration with the Ghana Football Association and all football associations from the district. We will give these players scholarships. We will send them to secondary schools and we will watch them grow and eventually end up in the national teams. So that's John Dramani Mahama. So Teacher Pierre, you pick up that, and then I'll come to Belinda on the sponsorship issue for some of the young players at secondary school level? Teacher Bia.
Okay, Enoch, Machia Ashefona. In fact, Belinda Ekasan, probably someone might not understand her in the perspective view where she's coming from. Say, a country that he picked from a mess. That word no probably be in Tennessee. But in other words, that word can be something like a speculation. However, Muhammad knows, say, oh, country, this is how the country was, and he picked it. But then one who uncle for arguing beyond say, hey, I don't hear camp politics and we're not talking about politics. We are linking it to sports in general. But always say, not all kind of something I'm sure that about Kakribino. But the promises now, His Excellency, we're making even the all kinds you see.
Let's have the quotes on the screen again.
I think say about 5 points. I don't say maybe 5 pointer, but I also have points. Be what say Enoch about 10 pointer. His Excellency Emeki. When we say sometimes when politicians say, what I say is say they are all the same. They are all the same in the sense that even in school, when you want to debate on an issue, you make sure say your issue that you have raised, you make sure say your points will catch up with everyone, say it will touch the heart of Ubia. However, probably you might not be able to do what you have promised, but in the sense that because you want that position, can you who do Ubia, Opesa Oya, Opesa catching Kofua, or my day, or my do the boss. Look, economy is very large. Over education sector, over health sector, over transport, over every part of, and even let's talk about sports. Who can win in area? Then look at the number of years would they achieve all these goals. However, they say me kasa not all can be say scary ho. Your man time kakra na be a 1 year or 2 na on fine day and to Tonema. Aside that, Osaka say in Yabotre any day. And man, and also be say. Kenki, you see a bit to Kenki, Beba Fem, and I said, they ever cosro. However, or you're very honest and told you say there's no way the Kenki can come down. However, Kenki wedding, ever cosro, but she's not expecting say Kenki will able to do 7 city, just as you said. You see, His Excellency President Akufo-Addo before Omano, a lot of things also can be break cost sports any economy now. But he least expected say country building able do we. But you see, sometimes we should be honest with ourselves as Ghanaians. It is not about President Akufo-Addo, it's not about His Excellency John Mahama, and I say Baumia, and I say President Mahama, the vice, but it's about Ghanaians. This is the time say young Kasano, you beat me. You understand certain things, say you big giant people say, oh, the economy baby, you see, until I'm paying for baby say a bread and no idea what that will be. We didn't know say COVID will come. We all know say country not economy. I'm not saying to favor MPP or neither NDC, but making my point in a neutral ground. Say Ghanaians, it's high time. Say we should also understand certain things. Say economy what only Papa no mami TV. Sometimes you need Biana or brand bedding economy. But you see, when we base on say bibi nko yentino ya de bo omana ni ye jack me phone all like a sports minister ni ye dinisi ho say do your work and I say
let's also not forget say is the president that appoints a sports minister. So if he gets it wrong, that means he also has to take the blame.
I know because exactly.
So when it goes wrong, he has to take the blame.
But the many can say politicians also these ministers, no MPs, no some kind of free way. And no matter that actually money that afa among because Sanka Yen na yebe kanu kwenye bedi no kra. Ebiane say kids and call for a bonus or bonus adi. But you see, there are no number of things Sanka kids you jani per manu, ni accusing ni ye bon but ye the baka ko bo o manu mampinino, but ye the bo mampinina o man kasa no mama mo kwan e ma nyema we ye de ekoso. President Mahama since na me be education ni other sectors any economy you will never be bri owa e say o ye dey or touch on but some money nara on touching on every year. But Enoch say that 10.2 we make mini abaka say your money time kakra no fa yeden on fa implement this anima we nyina your money time 1-2 years na all kano other sector who promises now a good because we share scholarship now or can I think say if the coach will come aside coach we are making means we want some point be because any no be see coach football see or better vampon and as one we are school teams and so yeah the coach
let's have the coach on the screen once again.
Your coach school those days your coach school na your call your entako near the adi or the GHS level near the idea. Then na your coach school your bobo your selective players. But you see, so castle touch ona a bebwa ama economy no stabilize ama no so no high dey after ENOCH e no bia na nyankopon bo no ba asase so a oba say oba ba be bobo anase oba ba be bonguma anase oba ba be yiwi nyankopon a chege no or the attending will be the
talent you were talking about. Or see, we are going to overhaul Ghana football in collaboration with the Ghana Football Association, and then Football Association from the district, and then we'll give these players scholarships. We'll send them to secondary schools and we'll watch them grow and eventually end up in national teams. Belinda, come to you talking about the sponsorship issue. You are also into that field. You think he can do all this in the next 4 years?
Yes.
For me, I think 4 years. Rebecca said 4 years. That's his one.
No.
He can achieve
it.
In the next 4 years.
He can achieve it. You know, like he said, he is not the only person who is going to lead all of these sectors. If everybody is going to do their due diligence, I mean, it's possible. It's very possible. I mean, we have stakeholders.
Yeah.
It's not all about one person. We are, if let's say we are going to be selecting players from, say, like from district level, from schools and all of that. Yeah. We have, stakeholders. We have people that are responsible for these things. So, NGOs get sponsorships and scholarships. Yeah. How would a whole country putting a national team together not? If they put in the right measures and everybody is doing their due diligence, I'm sure it's very achievable.
ENOCH, my main kind the point na make okay. Or say one, support the development of codes Division 1 and 2 and then the Ghana Premier League by augmenting the salaries of all registered footballers with allowances.
When we talk about the nurses, the nurses, how many nurses do we have in Ghana? Exactly.
Over thousands.
Are they not on allowances?
Yeah, they are.
We have national service personnel. Are they not on allowances?
Our newly elected president has got a lot of this, honestly speaking.
It's all about systems. Yeah. If we put in a working system, I was listening to someone talk today. The person was talking about the fact that it is a call to order for young Ghanaians to start taking responsibility. We have the habit of not working. Ghanaians are not efficient when it comes to working. A Ghanaian cannot start something and finish. We have that, especially with the young ones. It's just in our blood.
Are we lazy?
Ghanaians are lazy. I won't even think twice to answer.
Really?
Ghanaians are lazy. You give a Ghanaian a job, the person works for some time, and then for some weird reason, the person is just tired.
Maybe
the fact that the person have to wake up in the morning, take a bath, sit in traffic, go morning to evening, 5 to 6, 5 to maybe 8 to 5 every day, or a week. It's just tiring for a Ghanaian person. And we have, sometimes I blame influencers because they are not realistic to the young ones. So the young ones grow up with this mentality of, making quick money or just being an influencer, just dressing nicely and having a nice body. And then that's just it. A guy thinks having 6 packs and looking good and everything and having all the girls. Our young ones are growing up with a certain mentality that is not helping. And I blame most of the influencers and a lot of contents that are put out there for these young ones. When you go to China, as young as a child is, the child is never growing up in a wrong direction. The child is growing up with a technical knowledge. Like the child is practically getting their hands on things. It is not every information that is approved out there. there are so many restrictions on things. But over here, it's a freedom. I mean, it's a free place where anybody can just come in. Can you imagine? I conducted a survey recently in high schools. I started a mentorship program in senior high schools. All the schools I have gone to, I released questionnaires for them to fill. I can tell you emphatically that 90% of the young people, girls and boys in high schools, their major focus is just to grow up and be an influencer and have a nice body. Wow. What are you doing to achieve that? I am working out. Wow. I'm taking slimming tea. Those were the things they put on the questionnaires for me. I was literally sad when I went through it. So I had to start support groups in the schools, to start, going there and educating them every now and then. So you can imagine the mindset they are growing with. Now, if you put this person in a position, this person goes into the university with this mentality. The person's focus is just to complete, get a degree and come out. Now the person comes out, and this is the mentality the person has come into the working field with. You think the person have the time to be working 8 to 5 every day for 1 year, 2 years with a salary of 1,500, 2,000, 3,000 cedis? No. It only takes 1 or 2 determined ones who would want to go through that process of wanting to go through it and achieve something for themselves. Now, if we have, say, the youth hold the majority of the population of Ghana. Now, if you take part of this youth and they are all thinking like this and entering into the world like this and influencing their friends to grow the same way, do you think that there is any help coming from anywhere to help the government or help the industries that are being set up to help the youth? There is no help coming from anywhere.
We have a new president, but we the youth also have to.
We have a lot of responsibility. We need to reset our minds. I feel like schools should have mentorship program. It must be a compulsory thing. And before somebody comes in to be a mentor to these students, the person should be well scrutinized. Not just any kind of person, because the person
you are also into that, and I like to show some of your pictures, some of your mentorship pictures at high schools, and let's have those pictures on our screen to support what she's saying. But honestly, from what you are saying, it's really telling what we are saying. Because fine, we expect Mahama to come, the economy to change, but we the youth also have to take responsibility. Because Mahama is not going to come and say, "Oh, Belinda, take this, take this."
Exactly.
You have to work for yourself.
Even if Mahama comes, or even if someone comes to give you $10 million, I can tell you for a fact that if you don't have the knowledge to use it well, the money will finish and you will still come back to the streets. We've had young people, we've had young, nice ladies in this country that a lot of young people were looking up to as role models and all of that. After 10 years, 5 years, 2 years, you look for those people in the system and you don't see them. Where are they? Where are they? Those people are supposed to, these influencers are supposed to grow into people that in their 60s, their 70s, we the young ones who are starting something should go to them and say, "Oh, I have started something in line with what you've done or what you were doing. I need some advice. I'm lacking, strength in these areas. What do you think I should do?"
That's on your screen.
But we don't have that.
For high school, right? This for high school?
Yeah, this is for high school.
How is the experience like?
It's great.
And teacher Pierre is also into that. I think
it's actually great. Yeah. I was sad going.
Young.
I like to see young people grow well.
Hardworking.
Yeah. Hard work doesn't mean that you go and carry heavy things on your head and everything. No. That's not hard working. Your mind should be working towards positivity all the time. You should be positive towards things all the time. I've set up a debate platform, right? Like a global debate forum. When students are talking, debating among themselves on social issues and everything, is beautiful. Yeah. But my question is, after the debate, what's next? You even go to people for support, not even their monetary support. You go to older people for support and women. They are asking you for money. You have to pay me for me to come and talk to the students. I'm like, this is the system we live in. Everything is about money. So the young one is growing with money. Everything is just about money. People are not even ready to use their skills to support people grow. When it comes to media, right? Media, I bought cameras, I bought equipment. Just getting young people to handle it, and let's say you have a knowledge in media. Use the cameras when we are having programs, take pictures and videos. I feel like that is a way of you also improving upon your talents or whatever. Now you don't have money to start your own. Use those ones to be learning and better yourself, because you are not paying them the amount of money they are expecting.
You do the job.
They do it today, tomorrow they don't want to come, and it's fine, because the money I will use to give to you when I know that you are not ready to be set up, I won't give it to you, because when I give it to you, you're going to use it for, excuse me to say, foolish things. And then you will come back to square zero. So I'd rather use the money to go and buy books and support young ones who are in school. Supply sanitary pads to the girls in school who can't afford it. It's better for me.
Yeah, and I see exercise books as well.
And
you really do that.
Yeah, that's the reason why the government will come, put in ministries and all of that, but the ministries will not be productive because they don't see the impact in the students or the youth. A lot of young people are roaming on the street and say there are no jobs, there are no that, there are no this. Give them a job and see. I run an advertising company, so when I'm talking with in regards to employment, I am talking as an employer who have employed people who you in your little capacity you are trying to help them. Some of them you even give them accommodation. But ask yourself, how long do they even stay? They are not willing. So
the
you don't blame the government every time.
We also have to take blame for us.
Yeah.
And we have a big role to play.
Yeah.
Teacher,
I know. I was thinking about something.
Yeah.
It's good. What she's doing is good. But I was asking myself, we have these people in the country where a lot of Ghanaians were bashing President Akufo-Addo. They were my youth now, everywhere. They need jobs. And President Mahama promised them 24-hour economy. Say he will give them jobs and other things. You see, when we start talking like this, when we are frank with ourselves, you see, this is the time young Kasanche youth no. Say Yamawejuma a lot of youths and they were saying the government has put taxes on the betting.
10%.
10% is not giving them jobs that they want jobs to do, and they are not getting the jobs, and they have created their own jobs, and the government is taxing them. But you see, when we are being honest with the people of Ghana, then we let our leaders relax, in the sense that I'm not speaking for anybody, but we have these people in the country. When Ghanaians were bashing President Akufo-Addo and Bawumia, nobody came out to say the youth to young Kasanchiro almost say young money attitude no me obi koda no pa ENOCH on nantem and yes so ye juma obekwa koda around 1 a.m. no was story ebia be 12 o'clock on Kwejuma and one sort ubisana or say economy no mayedin or money mayedin. So this is the time let us also speak the truth to them. Because 4 years here President Mahama, he's not a magician.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So he cannot do all. Definitely, let's give ourselves 1 year or two. Ghanaians will start bashing President Mahama. But 2016, Ghanaians were saying President Mahama is no good, is this, is that, and a Ghana for Tuaba. And President Akufo-Addo got over close to 1 million votes in difference. And now Mahama a cotton baby. And not told him was he sat back and relaxed. Now Ghana for Nankasa Edina Samba back. I'm out on over 1 something million what President Akufo-Addo got. But you see, one crown cotton a baby, let me tell you, Bawumia, what my speech say, congratulating President Mahama. Our conceded defeat, our cotton fee. Let's give ourselves 1 year or 2 or 3. Then we start calling that man. So that man will come. You see, into young Kasanche, and who say, because what will be a quatina GFE? No one man Juma, say Uncle Secretary, no Juma, so that the Ghana football will grow. at the end of the day, or yet sometimes when you enter into government institutions,
you'll be sad.
I'm telling you, people are there. It's like a Jumano and person be a Jumano. And at
the end of the month, he's expecting.
Can you imagine?
Salary will come.
And continue the new crop now. You didn't come out. Oh, to me, sorry, I'm coming. No, this holiday, me call hospital. Be a mean person. Me body. I me call for check-up. Enoch, me call you. Nipa ba kope. Enoch, even cardo. About 500 people were sitting there for one card, and one person was assisting all of them. It's a government hospital. You can imagine. Or pressure neighbor no so no, and all pay chona or fair NSS ni back say on bebuano. Or yes, or and a line yes, move. Enoch will be yari with emergency. No, Nikada.
Now,
you can imagine what will happen. If you are or Afina or nurses so taking the pulse and other things and nurses one can say the temperature and other things.
Vital.
Okay, vital, good. In the so spending 20 minutes there, cardo. No, call the vital position. Or spending 20 minutes. We do Doctor Hono Crampuna, we do Doctor Crampuna. I was there when a woman just collapsed. I'm telling you. This holiday.
You cannot blame the president.
Exactly. So let's speak the truth. Mayan Kase, your friend, you know, President Akufo-Addo. I mean, look at what President Akufo-Addo has done. A lot of sectors, a lot of Nancy on social media. You saw it. Papa ne dinyamanisi, and I say, "Oh, bet me, you win na and I only." Let's speak the truth. I'm not saying say President Mahama ya dia minka, ubia ya dia ebeka, but let's speak the truth. Not say youth no so ebe sorry, and I'm glad what she's doing, you know. And this is part of entrepreneurship. If I buy beso no mu, na say very small sector and so the account, na say nkola na omuni mbo no, be na cha omo so, na obetimi anecha omo di ama other clubs no so. It's good because we share points now President Mahama so a raise na. It's a good pointer. We raise here. So omutimi buano no implement here. It's going to help Ghana Football Association. But you see, maybe I mean dream concerning stipends or say to give them what allowances and other things. If I say scholarships and other BB to say Master Santiago and Accra has it's a private sector, isn't it? Okay. So they have employed their people to work for them. At the end of the day, they are not paying anything to the government. So if they are not paying anything to the government, now or no private man, he takes his money and put it in his pocket. Why do you expect the government to put ordinary Ghanaian taxes money to pay all these people, whilst there are other sectors that they can use the money to implement certain things in the country? So a lot of things are there. Politicians, when they are coming out, because they want the vote, because they want the power, they say a lot of things just to attract the vote. And then kind of bonding or into that kind of tight corner. So at the manner, let us be honest with that. Maybe very soon, Yankupon Yaduma, a lot of so he's welcomed. Yeah, that's it. Ghana Fire, they have spoken. Yeah. They have brought him back again. But the best say promises now we're making. At the end of the day, you can say 10 promises. At least put minimum half, not 5 of them. Untouched important ones. You who say that allowances in the mainly to me no for now there and on top of those allowances and then what's the code football, what's the Ghana Premier League, say the bet Ghana Premier League, bet me so at the end of the day, the Ghana Premier League and the national teams into Jimmy Jina and Obeka Nancy and here can saying concerning your local boys pushing them into the national teams and other things. Okay. Yet me and tell me they say President Mahama said that say Obe recruit the local boys now blend you with the foreign based players. Yeah. In order for them to also help the national team. It's going to help the Ghana Football Association. And your best friend say you should also take a drastic measures and then be firm, rigid on his position. Be out the move be say, oh yeah, because now this man is coming like a wounded lion or a dragon. Nenia bring no bano into oh yeah na appointee. Now be diagram on found if you fire those people who are not competent to do the job, and then employ ENOCH. He is here, he can do the job. My sister is here, he can also do the job. Be a on fire, no be media, me President Mahama. So our friend say, or mommy position, I'll be glad. Me come a PGFA secretary. For now, dear, me Perubia, but on family share national team ye too quiet. Let me do my so that I will check some of the coaches and the management board. Maybe that is the position. Oh yeah, sometimes yeah, best a spy to follow them. Though we are with them.
And that's junior.
Exactly.
Well, Belinda, this is a message for you from Aminu. It says, please ask your guest. He's into golf. Please ask if the government focus more on other sporting disciplines compared to football.
Yes.
Yes. But this is what you're testing anyway.
Okay. So
he's saying that we are spending so much money on football. We also focus on
other sports. You see, there is no challenge. There is no competition. Ghana is all about football. I think the only international sports we have as a country is football. So there is no competition.
We got boxing at the Olympics.
Well, so I'm just putting it that there is no I mean the challenge is not really much. The focus is on one side, and even the boxing.
We didn't even qualify for the Olympics.
Exactly, because there is no competition. If footballers are afraid, or let's say they feel the need to challenge maybe another sector, so that they can get more attention from the government. They will work hard. If government is supporting golfers, we have junior golfers who are super good, who go out of the country to go and play, but they have to be sponsored by individuals.
Just like a good golfer.
I started golf very well.
Let's have a video on our screen. Yeah, for the viewers who haven't seen you playing golf, we'll have it on.
Well,
I don't know if
I started golf. So when I started golf, a lot of people expected me to become a professional.
Okay.
But golf is an expensive game, and every time you have to travel, you are sponsoring yourself. People don't even have, a lot of knowledge when it comes to golf in Ghana here. Yeah. People just know that golf is expensive, and that's it. Nobody wants to, explore the area. So as a young person playing golf, if I don't have my own money to buy my flight ticket, to book for my hotel and everything, I can't travel. How many times can I travel in a year? So I started golf very well. I have over 20 trophies right now. But where has it led me to? None of these trophies bring me money. Because you play in Ghana here, they just give you medals and trophies and a weekend stay in a hotel and a citation and media coverage, and you get into the magazines and all of it. Even our graphic, where does it even get to? It's just on the road here. Somebody read it, and then at the end of the day, what? So I have to channel my energy somewhere else where I can make money to be able to support myself as an individual. So the focus shifted from golf. Even though I still play golf, I play golf because I love the game. Now, somebody who wants to do it as a profession, because the person doesn't have the funds to, push themselves, the person will not be able to take it further. Yeah. Right. I would have given up on golf a long time ago if I wasn't somebody who is so determined, and once I set up my mind to do something, I must do it by all means. I would have given up a long time. My caddy who followed me to this place, he is a fantastic golfer. He beats me. My caddy, the one who carries my bag, he beats me on the golf course. So you can imagine if somebody like that gets the kind of push he needs. If we have a team that can represent the country outside, you can imagine. And golf doesn't bring small money, especially if you are representing a country. I remember when I went to Abidjan. When I won, the attention and everything. When I went to Nigeria, like the attention and everything, you see these people like sort of worshiping you, right?
Compare that to Ghana.
When you win in Ghana, nobody even knows. And then the TV people, like the media people, come and then they come and interview you and everything. And so me when I'm on the golf course and they come, I don't have time. And when I finish playing, I'm gone. I don't have the time because if I sit down there and you do interviews and everything, I know it's not going to bring anything to me. So I'm not going to pay attention. I'll leave. You understand? Meanwhile, we have a lot of good golfers. We have professional golfers in this country. But when you look at them, excuse me to say, they look hungry. And these are the same people that if we should pick them, groom them, coach them, house them, and manage them very well, these people can do wonders. They can bring a lot of traction to this country.
So that's why Aminu is saying that we should now take our attention from football and football.
We have said this and have written this petition so many times.
Even our sports minister, who is Mustafa, you said he's not going to be the sports minister for football. He's going to be a sports minister for football.
I mean, and then so now how many sports have we seen? Exactly.
But when that happened, how do you guys feel?
How do we feel like
the government spending a lot of money on the black stars?
Oh, we are used to them.
It's still not yielding anything.
We are so used to them that we don't like. I mean, I don't want to say we don't care, but so now we've understood that golf is an individual game where you have to find yourself, where you have to take care of yourself. So we all know that for me to go and play golf, I must have my money. I mean, now GGA is doing well. Ghana Golf Association is doing. I must commend them. They recently played Ghana Open. I mean, they give cash prizes of 60,000, 40,000, and all of that. But the sad part of it is, Ghanaians, we have this habit of paying attention to outsiders. Ghanaian golfers have played golf in this country, made significant waves in this country, but they were never appreciated. But recently they started putting measures in place and all of that. The recent one we went to play in Kumasi, the course is a home course. But during the time where a Ghanaian professional is training, the course is faster. At the time they are coming to play an international tournament, they make the course so beautiful such that the person is not used to such kind of course. So the person gets overwhelmed and the person plays rubbish. And somebody who comes from somewhere, because they play on very nice courses and very good courses, well-maintained courses, the person is able to do well. So all the prizes at the Ghana Open and the Otunfo's tournament, the last one, foreigners were the ones who won all the prizes. All the money was taken out of the country.
Whilst it was played here in Ghana.
What was played here in Ghana in Kumasi. Can you imagine? This is the country we live in. When it is time for us to host something for some people to come, we will. It's just like somebody who lives in a very dirty house. When visitors are coming, the person cleans the house very nicely to attract people. Immediately the people leave, the house is just back to square one. It is not nice. And that is what happens. The Black Stars, the football they played recently. Look at the sports stadium. Look at how it is. Meanwhile, you want these people to do wonders. You can't expect somebody to give you results when you don't give the person the kind of atmosphere that is comfortable and conducive. And I think that is one of the problem workers also have in this country, where you are working with somebody but the person cannot relate with you nicely. Some employers are scared of familiarity, and Ghanaians are fond of that. When they become so familiar with you, lack of respect and all of that and all that. But I still feel like there should be some conducive environment for people to be comfortable enough to want to give you their all. The people who work with me, I hardly even, most of them are even volunteers. They never ask me for money. Never. You will hardly find any of them asking me for money. I eat in the same bowl with them, but I make sure I set up the standard. So they know when to eat with me, when to play with me, when to sit with me, and when not. They know when to cross the boundaries and when not. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And all of this, I believe that it's mentoring, it's teaching. But who is going to do the teaching when the person who is supposed to teach you is having a lot of...
Oh, go ahead. But you agree with the tester, who says we should stop focusing on the black cast and focus on that person. The tester. Yeah.
Question way I bring my mind on the who interview outside. Now, beside most people say, on board sporting activity, amount, Nami, Numa, Organa, your baby say football, and I say soccer. The no one the Ghana phone him say your sporting activities Ghana because that is what they are, good at, familiar with. Say only football, but you even table tennis, your long tennis, handball, swimming. I think a lot of them recycling, and then I think say gym.
Yeah,
exactly, and even boxing, right?
Yeah.
Thing in account, any golf, yeah, mubui. Thing in a part of it, but thing in no adultery, and then I'm economy no, ebwa abrofuno because if we have about, let's say, 10 sporting activities in the country, now we have about thousands of people, representing all these sporting activities, and when they do well, they send them outside the country as a foreign exchange and other things.
As a
foreign exchange. And because we have, it is a foreign exchange. Not even crown almost me quadruple. That's a table tennis crown or ball. Not me could make him money on his owner. I think say a beboa economy no. Na nipa no oba. Ebetimi akaka no benyano. A beboa economy. If it is a golf here, okay. Say Ghana hanum say golf ye ball Ghana ye dey share team say it's Capone.
Exactly. I didn't wait for you to land. I didn't wait for you to land.
That say
I know.
For fitness, for fun.
Yeah.
They see it as fun. Say Uber golfer for fun, but they don't see it as a money making business. A bit in your economy no. So Enoch, as we are doing this, and I know your program there, a lot of people watch your program. So aside that, you educate your people. Say, and yet, what can football no kwana? Omudu musika, abani di musika nyina be. Look at the Black Star. Let me throw be no children. What kind of life is that?
Meanwhile, when you go to Newtown, you go to Nim. I mean, you will see footballers.
Recently, the amputees for no. They qualify for tournament. They didn't get money to go.
And I've had conversations with most young people when it comes to football.
Yeah.
I have a little academy that I train footballers at, and I've spoken to a few young people who are coaching this one. Very fun. What is the problem?
I'll try and show the picture.
Yeah. What is their problem? Their problem is they don't have money to pay to enter into it. Yeah. What people call it?
The JV.
Yeah.
Ghana
Football Association.
So I think it's a speculation. What you are saying?
What about it's speculation? But
it's not speculation. Sometimes it's not.
No, I just want to understand them. Which money as in how?
For example, teacher, let me help.
No, let her. She said.
No, I know where she's coming. Or
let her.
Okay, when she lands, I'll explain to you. I'll help
just explain.
So
I'll help you.
I mean, I am just someone who likes to conduct questionnaires. I like to do surveys.
Okay.
I like to hear people's opinions and why they are not making use of their talents, right?
Okay.
So with my conversation with some of them, I have one young guy who have played in before. He's now a golfer. He now plays golf. He started golf a year ago, and now he's almost a professional. He switched, and that guy was a fantastic footballer. Why? Every time they have to go for, I think they said qualifiers or something, they play something for them to be selected or something. They testify. They
Justify.
Justify. They have to pay. Their coach would request for money.
And
they don't have the money to pay. He is from a home where exactly. Me, Adrian, Nibi. Oh, person remember 500,000.
I wanted to understand.
It's not an allegation.
I wanted to understand her points in the view that she said he don't have the money to pay and enter the GFE. That is where, because people are watching.
I don't know. I'm not really familiar with it. I mean, I'm a lady and I'm not so good with the football and all of that.
And there's no speculation that before you play for the Black Stars, you have to pay something.
Yeah.
Why must I? Even sports, former sports minister Neil and Tivanda also did that statement. Some of the players paid.
Good.
So that one,
and even one of the
why? So my question is, why must I pay when I qualify as a Ghanaian and I'm playing for the nation?
I get it. Yeah.
Where I have my life is even at stake. Going to play football, my life is at stake. I can incur an injury that takes me the rest of my life. So why must I pay to be there? And when I play for Ghana to win, my contribution is very important in the team.
You have 1 minute.
Okay. So if I'm playing, my contribution is going to be part of Ghana winning, and it is bringing something good to the country. Why must I pay to be there? Yeah. Why must I pay? I don't understand why I must pay as a Ghanaian.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah. Okay. So this is your team, right?
Yeah. Those are my boys from.
I wish you pick one or two calls and then we check out. If we can try and pick one or two calls and then we check out. Because what we are discussing is really an interesting topic. So let's try and pick two calls or a call and then we call it a day. If we can try. So 0246239070 0246. Yes. So that's Belinda's team. This is a young team of how many years?
Okay, so it's under 40.
This under 40.
Yeah.
Why you're really doing well?
Yeah,
Belinda is doing well.
Yeah, for me, I grew up from the street and I didn't have anybody to.
When you see these
when I see young people and they have talent, they are good at something. Yeah. I always say that it is not the rich person who helps somebody. It is a kind person who helps somebody. People are rich, but they are even a slave to themselves.
And then quickly we'll check out on the 0246239070 0246239070 0246239070 and then pick one or two. Like you said, you grew up from the street. Check out you grew up from the street. So when you see these individuals with their talent, you feel like you should support them. And like you said, it's not a rich man that helps, a person with a good talent.
You just have to be kind, and there is no need waiting to be rich before you help people. Me, I've never gathered money up to like 100,000 to be able to organize a program. Sometimes I'm going to organize a program and I have just about 2,000 or 1,000, but I take the step of organizing the program. Eventually, I'm able to, little by little, and then I get it. So if all of us would just start something, just somebody doesn't, it won't cost you so much. It won't cost you so much.
Let me pick this caller. Hello, good evening. Okay, I think the caller is off. Yeah, like you're making it.
Yeah, it won't cost you so much. And I have a problem also with Ghanaian young people when they have to volunteer to do something. Ghanaians see volunteerism as some punishment or some sort of free job they are doing or something. You don't always have to expect something in return. You were asking me the last time I came here, the people, volunteers who came here. Some of them are in UK right now. Some of them are. I am happy when they come here and say, "Oh, Auntie Belinda, how are you doing? Oh, I'm coming back." I'm happy. I am happy. They have served me for some time, and when the opportunity came through the NGO, they left. And that is the whole agenda. Grooming young people, they get to a point where they can better their lives, and then you recruit new ones. Ghanaians have a problem with volunteerism. Meanwhile, outsiders, I have volunteers who are outside countries who work with me online. Outsiders are actually, begging you to volunteer with the NGO. So I don't understand why Ghanaians can't volunteer. It's like everything is about money, money, money. And if you do that, you can never get the money you're looking for. You will always be stagnant, and a year will come and add up to your years.
Okay, caller. Hello, good evening.
Hello,
good evening.
Good evening.
Good, yeah. Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes, sir. Dini, baby, I'm free.
I think the lady is talking about golf.
Yeah, the lady is talking about what? Golf, yeah. Please, you are live. I'm listening.
And then I like what she said.
Okay.
In Kumasi, you see, For all this while, there's nobody. I mean, nobody.
Okay, can you lower the volume on your TV set? Can you because I think you want to listen to yourself. Can you lower the volume on your TV set? O TV volume no ebet me confirm mama.
Okay.
Yeah, otherwise we'll take you off. Yeah. Actually, Yanko, we don't have much time, so let's go.
Okay. What she said about in Kumasi, what she saw in Kumasi, and she's talking about, she's 100% right.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, I think yeah. Okay. Well, I can barely hear what you said. But only thing I heard is that what you said in
About
Kumasi
Kumasi,
is
100%. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure probably
producer is telling that. What final words and then I think it was an interesting. Yeah. Final words from
Yes, media my final word ne say meda Ghana for nyina na ada Vice President Muhammadu Bawumia say wama Ghana aye winner wama so aye den aba na yebeda the president elect His Excellency John Dramani Mahama so who say Ghanaians are going to expect more from him, especially with our sports sector no ne besre niema bi a waka was sports movie no when you want to mean any 100% at the end of the day only be at 80% and for my and yes Ghana for the Momo he was still using that same bashment against him, ENOCH made that we be asked.
Yeah. Melinda, you got something to say?
So, I mean, all I can say is, congratulations to our president-elect. I just plead with entities and individuals to, come up with they should support. Let them support. I mean, don't sit at one place and say because I'm an NPP member and my party is not in power, so you just do things anyhow. The little support you can give, can go a long way to change something. So let's all, cooperate and, contribute to the development of our country. And let's all put in the work. It is not one man's business. It is a whole country, and let's come together and let's develop the country together. And to my young ones who, are watching me and listening to me, my doors are always open. In case you are interested in any of the things I do, you can reach out to me, and I'm always there to help in my little way that I can.
Yeah.
That's
Okay. All right. Teacher Pia, I want to put Teacher Pia on the spotlight.
Yes, sure.
Teacher Adiamudi Bogov, no. What is the name? Let's have it on the screen. We Adiamudi Bogov. Oh, come on. We are like, I just we said that part.
Not about I say golf stick, right?
If I'm right. A golf stick, yeah, I knew. Melinda help me, was he a golf stick?
It's club.
Okay,
golf club.
Okay, so
CLUB club now. Golf club. CLUB. So the first time you did the same thing, so you are trying to put
exactly.
Oh my God.
So
I see. That's nice. Yeah. So like I said, they can always reach out, and then we are good.
Okay, don't worry.
My Instagram handle is belinda_serum_gh. Belinda_serum_gh on all social media. Just send me a DM and you reach out.
Okay. Thanks very much for passing through. Thanks to Teacher Pia. Thanks to Belinda Serum. My name is ENOCH KOFI ADADEVOH. Thanks to the production crew. Tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. to 9:25 a.m. We'll be back with the latest in the world. I always say when you say a prayer for yourself, always remember to say one for your brother. Enjoy the rest of our programs.